Scott Boras, Scotty B, our favorite guy, he is weighing in on all these negotiations because it has to be about him, and also, he's very involved. So he is saying something that this is probably the first time I've really aligned with what Scotty B has ever said. But he says that competitive imbalance issues are truly driving away the fans. He used the really inflammatory term cancer. He says that this is a competitive cancer, and if the team does not, or if the league is not willing to address the competitive imbalance issues that we have, then we are going to drive away fans in droves. And he's right. He's not saying anything we don't already know. It's just interesting coming from him. Obviously, a big part of his business is making sure baseball stays around, because that's how he makes his money. But he points to the abbreviated draft system that was instituted back in 2011. Used to be that you could draft anybody you wanted, and the draft just kept going and kept going and kept going until they were done, until every team said, no, we don't care anymore, we're done. It took days and days. Now what you see is a cap. It's like, no, this many players, this many days, we're done. The league has said, we're going to stop this nonsense. So, and that was 2011. So he thinks that that's the biggest part of this. I'm not sure I believe him, but with the system that's so complex like this, you can't look away from every little teeny detail. You have to analyze all of them and the effects that they've had since the changes have been made, which is exactly why the CBA is taking so long to negotiate, because everybody knows that each little thing is going to be a bigger thing later, right? That was going to have a protracted effect on everything for the most part moving forward, especially in terms of money, because nobody knows what's going to happen with that. I think in terms of changing rules like the designated hitter rule and things like that, I don't think those will be so protracted, because you can just decide to change them, but it doesn't have a wide. There aren't very many variables that are going to affect that, right? Same with the mound visits. But when it comes to money, there's a lot of different variables and a lot of different unknowns at play. So you just have to consider that very, very carefully. I'm telling you everything you already know.